There is something profoundly wrong with the way people try to manifest their realities, and most don't even realize the fundamental error that keeps them trapped in cycles of constant frustration and hope. Imagine spending years visualizing, affirming, trying to force your desired reality, and yet remaining in exactly the same place. It's not that you're doing something wrong. It's that you're operating with a completely obsolete model of reality. Quantum truth is far more radical than any traditional method of manifestation. It's not about techniques. It's not about effort. It's about a vibrational leap so precise that it defies everything you've been conditioned to believe about change and reality. Hidden within the popular idea of manifestation is a lie so seductive it seems true, that you need to work to achieve something. But in quantum reality, work is resistance, and resistance is the opposite of creation. Every time you try to make something happen, you are secretly reinforcing the belief that it doesn't yet exist. Every attempt at control is actually a signal to the quantum field that you are separate from what you desire. What if you knew that your desired reality isn't ahead of you to be reached, but all around you waiting to be collapsed? That every movement of seeking actually pushes it away? In the next few minutes, I will reveal the exact quantum mechanism that transforms desire into instant reality, not through techniques but through a principle so powerful it defies the laws of conventional physics. Prepare for a quantum leap in your understanding of reality, because what I'm going to share isn't just more information, it's a frequency transmission capable of collapsing worlds. The central assumption that keeps you stuck is simple. You believe that your current reality determines what is possible. But in quantum physics, it's exactly the opposite. All possibilities exist simultaneously in a field of infinite potential. What determines which reality manifests is not work, effort, or technique. It's the quality of your assumption, the inner state of certainty you hold. Forget everything you've learned about cause and effect. In the quantum realm, effect does not follow cause. Effect precedes cause. Your desired reality already exists. Your function is not to create it, but to synchronize with it. The law of assumption is not a method. It is a fundamental principle of the universe. It's not about what you want. It's about the state you assume to be true. The double-slit experiment isn't just a scientific curiosity. It's a portal into the most radical understanding of reality ever discovered. Picture a sterile laboratory in the early 20th century. Pristine white walls, precise measuring instruments, and a simple experimental setup that would shatter everything humanity believed about the nature of existence. Electrons fired through two microscopic slits should, by all classical physics logic, create two distinct bands on a detection screen. But something extraordinary happened. When unobserved, these electrons behaved like waves, creating an interference pattern that suggested they were simultaneously passing through both slits at once. The moment a measurement device was introduced, the moment something attempted to observe the electron's path, the wave function collapsed. The electron transformed from a field of infinite possibilities into a single, definitive particle. This isn't metaphor. This is literal physics revealing that consciousness itself is the mechanism of reality formation. Your consciousness does exactly the same thing with your life's potential. You exist right now in multiple simultaneous timelines, each vibrating with different potential outcomes. The timeline you collapse, the one that becomes your lived reality, is determined not by external circumstances, but by the quality of your observation. Most people observe their current reality and reinforce it. They look at their bank account and see lack. They examine their relationships and confirm limitation. Each observation is a measurement device, forcing the quantum field to collapse into the very reality they're investigating. But what if you could observe from the timeline you desire? The electron doesn't choose its path. The act of observation chooses for it, and you are that observation mechanism. Imagine your desired reality as an electron in superposition, existing everywhere and nowhere simultaneously. Your dominant state of being doesn't attract that reality. Your dominant state is that reality, waiting to be perceived into existence. The physicists who discovered this phenomenon were terrified. They had uncovered something that suggested consciousness wasn't just experiencing reality, it was generating reality. Some tried to suppress these findings. Others realized they had discovered the most profound secret in human history. We are not observers of reality. We are creators. Let's dive into the quantum landscape of your daily manifestation battlegrounds. 3 a.m. Doubt moment. You're awake. heart racing, that familiar spiral of panic consuming your nervous system. Traditional spirituality tells you to just think positive or surrender to the universe. But quantum physics reveals something far more precise. This 3 a.m. terror isn't a problem to solve. It's a frequency broadcast. Your nervous system is literally programming the quantum field with uncertainty. The quantum truth? Doubt isn't the opposite of manifestation. Doubt is manifestation. Every racing thought is a signal sent with crystal clarity. Your 3 a.m. panic isn't keeping you from your dream. It is your dream, just the version where struggle dominates. The shift happens not by fighting the thought, but by becoming the frequency of inevitability. 30-second quantum protocol. Place your hand on your heart. Feel the actual physical sensation of certainty. Not hope, not excitement. Pure, neutral knowing. Breathe as if the resolution already exists. Your body doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. Only frequency matters. Prophetic result. Within 72 hours, you'll notice subtle rearrangements, an unexpected message, a shift in energy. Not because you manifested something, but because you stopped broadcasting uncertainty. Bank account checking moment. You open that statement, feeling that familiar contraction. Years of manifestation teachings told you to visualize abundance. But visualization without frequency is just mental masturbation. The quantum field doesn't respond to pictures. It responds to embodied certainty. The quantum truth? Your relationship with money isn't about the number. It's about the energetic signature you broadcast when you look at that number. Most people confirm lack. You're going to confirm potential. 30-second quantum protocol. When you look at that statement, feel the exact sensation of financial ease in your body, not as fantasy, as present moment truth. Let your nervous system believe it before the numbers change. Prophetic result. Unexpected financial channels will activate. Not through effort, but through frequency alignment. Would you like me to continue revealing these quantum manifestation moments? Jim Carrey's Quantum Manifestation isn't a motivational story. It's a precise frequency collapse that defies conventional understanding of reality. Before becoming Hollywood's highest-paid comedian, Carrey existed in a quantum state of potential, a struggling Canadian comedian living in a borrowed reality. But he understood something revolutionary. Manifestation isn't about wanting. It's about becoming energetically identical to the desired outcome. In 1987, Carrey wrote himself a $10 million check, dated 5 years in the future. But this wasn't a vision board trick. This was a quantum entanglement protocol. Most see this as visualization. Quantum physics reveals it as a deliberate frequency recalibration. The check wasn't a goal. It was an energetic signature, a vibrational instruction to the quantum field. His precise quantum practice involved 3 critical mechanisms. 1. Embodied certainty protocol, not just writing the check, feeling the emotional signature of already receiving, generating the neurochemical state of success before external confirmation, removing all attachment to the specific mechanism of arrival. 2. Frequency stabilization, daily visualization where he didn't just see the outcome, he became the emotional atmosphere of that reality, removing internal resistance through complete energetic alignment, treating the desired state as current reality, not future possibility. 3. Surrender mechanism, releasing the how, allowing the quantum field to orchestrate complexity, maintaining vibrational match without controlling manifestation channels. What most missed, Carrey wasn't trying to manifest $10 million. He was collapsing a timeline where financial limitation didn't exist. The check was merely a frequency tuning fork. In 1994, exactly 5 years after writing that check, Carrey received $10 million for Dumb and Dumber, not as a coincidence, but as a precise quantum response to his stabilized frequency. The reason others can't replicate this isn't technique. It's energetic congruence. Carrey didn't just want success. He became success at a neurological, cellular level. His entire nervous system was broadcasting a signal so coherent that reality had no choice but to align. Quantum manifestation isn't magic. It's physics. And Jim Carrey was a quantum physicist disguised as a comedian. So here's your checkpoint. A declaration not to the algorithm, but to yourself. Type in the comments, I collapse timelines, not chase them. Say it as a code, a reminder that what collapses reality is not your desperate hoping, but the quantum alignment you choose to embody in this moment. Because this moment is the manifestation. And if you can feel it now, then it's already here. Sarah's manifestation journey wasn't a success story. It was a battlefield of repeated disappointment, 2 years of meticulously crafted vision boards, hundreds of scripted affirmations, journals filled with desperate desires, and 0 results. Each morning she'd wake up to the same suffocating reality: $47,000 in debt, a soul-crushing corporate job, relationships that felt more like emotional prisons than connections. The manifestation industry had promised her transformation. Instead, it delivered a crushing narrative of personal failure. She began to believe the problem was her worthiness, her frequency, her fundamental undeservingness. The more techniques she tried, the more contracted her energy became. Visualization became visualization of lack. Affirmations morphed into subtle self-accusations. Her quantum breakthrough wasn't dramatic. It was a whisper of rebellion against everything she'd been taught. One Tuesday afternoon, exhausted, she stopped trying to manifest. She decided to investigate the mechanism instead of the outcome. Day 1. Confusion. Something felt different, but she couldn't name it. Her body was broadcasting a signal she'd never felt. A neutral, powerful coherence. Day 3. First synchronicity. A random conversation revealed a professional opportunity she hadn't pursued, but this time she didn't chase. She simply felt its potential. Day 5. Synchronicities began clustering. Text messages from people she'd forgotten, unexpected emails. Money appeared from sources she'd never considered. Day 7. Complete timeline collapse. Not through effort, but through energetic neutrality. The 30-day transformation defied linear explanation. Her nervous system rewired. Sleep transformed from restless anxiety to deep, regenerative rest. Intuition sharpened. She could sense opportunities before they materialized. Her body became a broadcasting station of possibility. Money began flowing, not through hustle, but through quantum alignment. Relationships recalibrated. The corporate job dissolved, replaced by work that felt like breathing. But the most radical shift? Her internal landscape. The constant background noise of unworthiness disappeared. Physiological markers told the real story. Resting heart rate dropped. Cortisol levels normalized. Her skin glowed. Muscle tension disappeared. She wasn't manifesting anymore. She was quantum entanglement embodied. The universe doesn't respond to your desires. It responds to your frequency. And Sarah had become the frequency of inevitable transformation. Quantum timeline architecture. Beyond linear perception. Imagine reality, not as a single stream, but as an infinite probability landscape where every potential version of you simultaneously exists. The many worlds interpretation isn't theoretical speculation. It's your operational manual. You're not moving through time. You're selecting timelines through frequency. Schrödinger's famous cat experiment reveals the fundamental quantum truth. Reality exists in superposition until observation. The cat isn't dead or alive. It's both, simultaneously, until consciousness collapses the wave function. You are that cat. Every potential version of your life exists right now, vibrating at different frequencies. Practical Timeline Navigation Protocol. 1. Frequency Matching Meditation. Close eyes. Drop into complete neutrality. Feel the emotional signature of your desired timeline. Not visualization. Embodiment. Your nervous system doesn't distinguish between imagination and reality. Only frequency matters. 2. Timeline recognition. Markers. Synchronicities accelerate. Decisions feel effortless. Old patterns lose magnetic pull. Intuition becomes razor sharp. Physical reality begins responding faster. 3. Quantum jump mechanism. Identify current timeline's dominant emotional frequency. Generate opposite frequency internally. Maintain neutrality, not excitement. Allow nervous system to stabilize in new signature. Most humans live in parallel realities simultaneously, unaware they're quantum selecting moment by moment. Your current reality is simply the timeline your consciousness is most coherently broadcasting. Stabilization requires 3 critical elements: emotional consistency, nervous system recalibration, removing internal resistance. The multiverse isn't a destination. It's your operating system. You're not manifesting. You're selecting. Quantum manifestation, the operating system behind spiritual technology's law of attraction. 20% truth, decoded, accurate insight. Focus creates reality. Limitation, misunderstood as mental activity, not vibrational broadcasting. Most practitioners manipulate thoughts without understanding frequency architecture. Quantum reveals, thought is a surface signal. Underneath lies the electromagnetic signature of your nervous system. Your body is the true manifestation instrument, not your mind. Neville Goddard's Feeling is the Secret. Closer, but incomplete. Breakthrough. Understanding. Emotional state precedes physical manifestation. Quantum upgrade. Feeling isn't just emotional, it's a precise neurochemical and electromagnetic protocol. Goddard intuited the mechanism without quantum physics language. He understood manifestation happens before external confirmation, but lacked the scientific framework explaining why. Abraham Hicks emotional scale, frequency tuning, blueprint, brilliant partial map, emotions as vibrational indicators, quantum precision. Emotions are not just indicators, they're quantum instruction sets. The scale reveals hierarchy, but quantum physics shows emotions are literal frequency generators that collapse potential realities. Quantum manifestation integrates these wisdom streams while revealing the fundamental mechanism. You are a quantum probability field generator, not a person trying to attract. A living, breathing timeline selection device. Key quantum distinctions. Manifestation isn't attraction, it's selection. Focus is electromagnetic, not mental. Your nervous system is the true broadcasting station. Coherence matters more than desire. Neutrality is more powerful than excitement. So here's your checkpoint. A declaration not to the algorithm, but to yourself. Type in the comments, I am the quantum field experiencing itself. Say it as a code, a reminder that what collapses reality is not your old methods, but the quantum alignment you choose to embody in this moment. Practical integration protocol. 1. Recognize all manifestation methods as partial quantum maps. 2. Stop trying to manifest. Start quantum selecting. 3. Treat your nervous system as a precision instrument. 4. Generate frequency, not just thoughts. 5. Become the living technology of timeline generation, quantum frequency calibration, nervous system, reprogramming meditation. Find a comfortable position, spine elongated, feet grounded. This is not relaxation. This is quantum recalibration. Breathe in, 4 counts. Hold, 4 counts. Exhale, 6 counts. Your nervous system is a quantum broadcasting station. Right now, it's transmitting your current reality's frequency. We're about to change the signal. Scan your body. Slowly. Notice jaw tension. Where are you holding contradiction? Breathe into that space. Not to release, to understand. Tension is unprocessed information. Shoulders. Feel the weight of past efforts. Every muscle that's been trying to make something happen. Breathe. Let the trying dissolve. Stomach region. Ancestral fear lives here. Generations of survival programming. Breathe. Not to eliminate. To transmute. Now. Quantum leap moment. Feel the timeline where your desire isn't a desire. It's already done, not imagination. Remembering. Your body knows this frequency. Before your mind understood. Before external confirmation. Breathe into that knowing. 4. Counts in. Hold. 4. 6 counts out. This is not meditation. This is quantum field programming. Your nervous system is learning a new baseline. Not through effort, through coherence. Feel the certainty. Not excitement. Not hope. Certainty. Lock this frequency. No space for doubt. No room for contradiction. You are the quantum field experiencing itself. Selecting. Not attracting. Selecting. Timeline locked. Frequency stabilized. Reality responding. Open your eyes. You're not the same. To help you deepen that integration, we've created something intentional, something precise, a transmission designed to stabilize your new frequency, anchor your expanded identity, and guide you through the real embodiment of quantum creation. It's called Quantum Identity Shift, and it's more than just a PDF guide. It's a frequency, one that's been curated to help you collapse your next timeline with clarity, consistency, and resonance. It brings together neuroscience protocols, quantum alignment practices, and embodiment technologies you didn't even know you needed until now. You'll find the link in the pinned comment below. Go there not to get more information, but to amplify the integration of what's already begun inside you. Neuroscience of quantum field interaction, breaking the perceptual barrier. 1. Reticular activating system, quantum filter mechanism, scientific insight, filters 40 million bits of information to 40 conscious bits. Quantum translation, Your consciousness is a selective probability engine. Practical application. Deliberately program RAS by repeated exposure to desired frequency. Mechanism. Neurochemical tags create attentional bias toward matching experiences. 2. Neuroplasticity. Reality rewriting hardware. Scientific insight. Brain physically rewires to repeated signals. Quantum parallel. You're not just thinking. You're restructuring reality's physical architecture. Practical technique. 21-day coherence protocols reconfigure neural networks. Electromagnetic signature. Thought patterns generate measurable brain topology shifts. 3. Heart-brain coherence. Electromagnetic reality generation. Heart math. Research. Heart generates electromagnetic field 5000x stronger than brain. Quantum interpretation. Emotional state is a broadcasting transmission. Embodiment protocol. Regulate heart rate variability as quantum manifestation technology. Precision marker. Coherent heart rhythm correlates with accelerated manifestation. 4. Mirror neurons. Vibrational resonance mechanism. Neuroscience. Finding. Brain cannot distinguish between performed and observed action. Quantum insight. Visualization is a form of quantum information transmission. Embodiment strategy. Use precise somatic experiencing to reprogram subconscious. Vibrational principle. Nervous system learns through electromagnetic mimicry. 5. Theta brainwaves quantum access state. Scientific observation. Theta bridges unconscious and conscious realms. Quantum portal. Liminal state where probability collapses into potential. Meditation technology. Generate theta through specific breathing awareness protocols. Reality interface. Theta is where quantum information becomes physical instruction. Bridging worlds isn't about believing. It's about understanding the precise electromagnetic technologies of consciousness. Your brain is a quantum computer. Your heart is a transmission device. Your nervous system is the most sophisticated reality generation technology in the known universe. Quantum reality navigation. Dismantling resistance through intelligent inquiry. Objection. 1. Isn't this just spiritual bypassing? Intelligent acknowledgement. You're sensing something critical. Many spiritual practices use positivity as emotional avoidance. Quantum truth. This isn't about avoiding pain. It's about transforming pain's fundamental frequency. Bypassing suppresses. Quantum integration transmutes. Example, instead of saying everything's fine, you metabolize the emotional charge, understanding it as unprocessed information waiting to be integrated. The difference presence, not denial. Objection 2. What about taking actual action? Sophisticated concern. You understand manifestation requires more than meditation. Quantum perspective. Action isn't forced doing. It's aligned movement. Your nervous system generates inspired action when frequency stabilizes. Traditional approach. Force yourself to act. Quantum approach. Align frequency. Watch inspired action emerge naturally. Real-world example. Entrepreneurs who enter flow state where opportunities materialize without desperate hustling. Objection 3. Isn't this just confirmation bias? Intellectual rigor. Brilliant observation. Confirmation bias occurs when we selectively perceive evidence supporting pre-existing beliefs. Quantum deconstruction. This isn't about believing. It's about precise frequency engineering. Confirmation bias happens in linear thinking. Quantum perception operates non-linearly. Observing potential itself changes potential. Scientific parallel. Double-slit experiment proves observer influences outcome at quantum level. Objection 4. Why do bad things happen if we generate reality? Compassionate inquiry. Pain exists. Quantum understanding. You're not generating every circumstance. You're generating your relationship to circumstances. Victim consciousness says, "Why me?" Quantum consciousness asks, "What information is this experience transmitting?" Pain becomes an evolutionary signal, not a punishment. Transformation occurs not by eliminating challenge, but by changing your electromagnetic relationship to challenge. Objection 5. This sounds too easy, fast to be real. Sophisticated skepticism. You've encountered enough spiritual marketing to be cautious. Quantum precision. Ease doesn't mean instantaneous. It means removing internal contradiction. Most people's manifestation fails not from lack of technique, but from neurological resistance. Real manifestation requires nervous system recalibration, emotional metabolization, frequency stabilization, inspired action alignment. The quantum field responds to coherence, not complexity. Simplicity is a sign of mastery, not magical thinking. Final transmission. Resistance is just unprocessed potential waiting to be integrated. Your skepticism isn't a block. It's an invitation to deeper understanding. Quantum timeline convergence. Future self-transmission. Preparation. Settle into your breath, not meditation. Quantum alignment. Close your eyes. Your nervous system is a sophisticated antenna. We're about to calibrate a frequency beyond linear time. Visualization. Sequence. You're standing before a threshold, not a physical door, a quantum membrane between potential timelines. Your hand touches the surface. Electromagnetic charge tingles through your fingertips. Membrane becomes translucent, permeable. Step through. Immediately you sense a different energetic atmosphere. Lighter, more precise. No resistance, no efforting. Your future self stands approximately 6 feet away, not facing you directly, angled, confident positioning, clothing, minimal, precise, nothing excess. Fabric speaks of intentionality, deep charcoal-tailored jacket, graphite gray relaxed trousers. Fabric quality suggests not expense, but energetic alignment. No logos, no performative statements, pure embodiment. Posture. Spine elongated but not rigid. Shoulders relaxed. Weight distributed evenly. No tension in jaw. Hands open, not clenched. Breathing slow. Diaphragmatic. Complete presence. Facial expression. Soft smile. Not happiness. Knowing. Eyes clear. No searching. No proving. Complete internal resolution. Energy signature. Magnetic without manipulation. Gravitational. Things move around them, not through effort. Synchronicities appear naturally. Future self speaks. Stop trying to understand everything, feel more. Your mind is a beautiful instrument, but it's not the generator. Your nervous system is the quantum transmission device. Biggest mistake. Thinking transformation happens in the head. It happens in the body's electromagnetic field. Trust this moment. When something feels impossibly aligned, don't analyze. Receive. What you're seeking is already seeking you, but it can only enter where you're spacious, where you're not cluttered with proving, performing, protecting. Return sequence. Breathe. Feel their frequency entering your cellular structure, not as information, as pure transmission. Open eyes. You are not the same. Quantum leap complete. Quantum identity orchestration. Frequency recalibration protocol. Stage 1. I want to be someone who. Energetic signature. Separation. Desire viewed as external. Distance between current self and imagined self. Common block. Perceiving transformation as something happening to you, not through you. Breakthrough. Method. Recognize desire as quantum signal, not future goal. Your wanting is already information from a collapsed timeline trying to metabolize through your current system. Neurological translation. Desire is not lack. It's a vibrational communication from an already existing version of you. Stage 2. I'm becoming. Energetic signature. Efforting. Sense of movement. Struggle. Becoming. Common block. Believing transformation requires continuous pushing. Quantum truth. Becoming is not a linear process. It's a simultaneous collapse of potential timelines. Breakthrough method. Feel into the space between wanting and having, not as resistance, but as pregnant potential. Your nervous system is already running the new operating system. You're just allowing calibration. Stage 3. I'm choosing. Energetic signature. Decision. Precise electromagnetic reconfiguration. Common block. Believing choice is mental. Quantum reality. Choice is a somatic event, not thought, felt. Breakthrough. Method. Drop awareness into heart center. Choice happens below thought. Your cells know before your mind comprehends. Stage 4. I'm practicing. Energetic signature. Intentional repetition. Nervous system rewiring. Common block. Seeing practice as external technique. Quantum perspective. Practice is quantum entanglement with desired frequency. You're not doing. You're allowing resonance. Breakthrough method. Practice becomes prayer. Not efforting. Surrendering. Stage 5. I am. Energetic signature. Collapse. Total embodiment. No distance. Common block. Imposter syndrome. Quantum truth. Identity is a frequency, not an achievement. Breakthrough method. Feel into the quantum field where all potential already exists. You're not becoming. You're remembering. Stage 6. I've always been. Energetic signature. Remembering forward. Time dissolves. Common block. Linear perception of transformation. Quantum perspective. All timelines exist simultaneously. You're recovering, not creating. Breakthrough method. Allow cellular memory to override mental narrative. Stage 7. Silence. Energetic signature. Pure potential. No boundary between observer and observed. Practice. Breathe. No technique. Pure reception. Nervous system calibrating. Quantum field reorganizing. Channel integration. And if this transmission resonated with you, if you felt the frequency shift as you listened, subscribe to this channel. Because we're not here to give you more content. We're here to collapse timelines with you. Every video is a frequency recalibration, not a lesson. Turn on notifications, not so you don't miss a video, but so you don't miss the exact transmission your nervous system needs next. And leave a like, not for the algorithm, but as an energetic signature that says, I'm choosing coherence over consumption. 7-day quantum reset protocol. Precision engineering of personal frequency. Day 1. Current frequency mapping time. Allocation, 5 min. Nervous system calibration, 10 min. Frequency assessment, 5 min. Initial recalibration. Diagnostic protocol. Breath scan. Track unconscious breathing patterns. Emotional resonance. Mapping. Identify dominant subconscious frequencies. Resistance topology. Locate energetic blockages. Quantum signature assessment. Current timeline coordinates journal. Prompt. What frequencies am I unconsciously broadcasting? Resistance handling. Expect mental fog, physical sensations of discomfort, potential emotional surfacing. Success signs. Increased somatic awareness, clarity about current energetic state, initial sense of spaciousness. Day 2. Contradiction dissolution time allocation, 10 min contradiction identification, 15 min metabolic release, 5 min nervous system, reset core practice, identify internal competing narratives, metabolize. Unresolved emotional charge, transmute resistance into pure information. Journal prompt. Where am I fighting myself? Resistance. Handling. Potential emotional intensity. Unconscious defense mechanisms. Temporary destabilization. Success signs. Increased internal coherence. Reduced energetic fragmentation. Sense of lightness. Day 3. Baseline reprogramming time. Allocation. 15 mini new frequency calibration, 15 mini somatic encoding, 10 mini quantum imprint stabilization core. Practice. Precise frequency generation, cellular level transmission, nervous system rewiring. Journal prompt. Who am I becoming beyond current identity? Resistance, handling, potential identity crisis, physical recalibration symptoms, mental uncertainty, success, signs. Spontaneous inspired action, increased energetic conductivity, sense of inevitable transformation, quantum frequency transmission, corporate metamorphosis, the invisible cage, high performance, low presence, corner office, panoramic city view, $5,000 suit, 0 internal peace, external metrics, CEO title, multi-million-dollar company, luxury vehicles, investment portfolio, internal landscape, constant low-grade anxiety, 100%, genuine joy, 3%, authentic connection, near 0, nervous system perpetually in fight-flight breaking point sequence, December 17th, 2:37 a.m., heart racing, chest tightening, sudden realization, I'm architecturing my own destruction, not through failure, through success. Quantum dissonance diagnosis, manifesting from survival frequency, generating wealth through fear mechanism, performance as sophisticated trauma response, achievement as unconscious compensation, transformation protocol, not strategy, frequency, recalibration, 90-day quantum reset, week 1 to 3, nervous system restoration, deconstruct survival programming, metabolize accumulated stress chemistry, introduce coherence practices, redefine productivity, beyond masculine hustle, week 4 to 6, frequency alignment, shift from doing to being, generate wealth through presence, activate parasympathetic leadership model, rebuild relationship with masculine feminine energy, week 7 to 9, embodied transmission, external performance remains, internal operating system. Completely rewired. Business becomes quantum transmission device. Profit follows frequency, not effort. Paradoxical outcomes. 37% revenue increase, 62% reduced personal working hours, complete elimination of anxiety, authentic leadership emergence. Critical insight. Success isn't about acquiring, it's about broadcasting. Divine timing decoded. The illusion of waiting quantum. Truth. Divine timing isn't an external decision. It's your internal frequency stabilization. Intention manifestation gap analysis. Frequency oscillation mechanics. Wobble zone. Inconsistent signal transmission. Clean signal. Coherent energetic broadcast. Persistence. Spectrum. When to hold, when to pivot. Waiting passive surrender. Quantum deconstruction. 1. Signal purity diagnostic. Frequency. Consistency. How stable is your broadcast? Energetic coherence. Are you broadcasting or fluctuating? Intention. Clarity. Signal strength versus signal noise. 2. Timeline differentiation. Not yet. Signal. Incomplete frequency calibration. Not this. Signal. Wrong energetic alignment. 3. Surrender mechanism. Stopping. Wobble. Nervous system recalibration. Quantum pause. Allowing without controlling. Precision. Listening. Field communication. 4. Action surrender paradox. Masculine drive. Precise intention. Feminine surrender. Spacious reception. Integration point. Coherent transmission. Practical quantum toolkit. Frequency check meditation. Intention calibration protocol. Wobble detection system. Timeline resonance mapping. Critical insight. You're not waiting. You're stabilizing. Manifestation is a frequency match, not a time-based event. Quantum metaphors. Reality's hidden architecture. Tuning fork. Resonance transmission. Physical mechanics. Sympathetic vibration principle. Precise frequency matching. Instantaneous energy transfer. Harmonic convergence. Spiritual translation. You are the vibrational source. Reality is the responsive medium. Frequency determines manifestation landscape. Coherence creates instantaneous alignment. Quantum application. Become the frequency, stop requesting, start broadcasting, world. Recalibrates to your internal signal. Manifestation is resonance, not effort. Hologram. Interference pattern of consciousness. Optical physics. Laser-generated interference waves. Whole information in fragment. Non-local information storage. Dimensional projection mechanics consciousness mapping. Universe contained within you. You contained within universe. Fractal information transfer. Consciousness as generative field quantum embodiment. Change internal pattern. Entire holographic. Field transforms. Microscopic shift creates macroscopic change. Reality as responsive projection. Quantum entanglement. Instantaneous connection. Particle behavior. Instantaneous information transfer. Distance irrelevant. Synchronized state. Non-local communication. Spiritual mechanics. Desire already exists. Alignment, not attraction. Remembering over creating. Reconnection, not manifestation. Practical transmission. Drop efforting. Recognize connection. Allow instantaneous transfer. Become the vibrational match profound synthesis. Quantum reality whispers, you are not separate from the miracle you seek. Quantum parable. The radio operator's revelation. The two operators, Maria, analyzes radio constantly, reads every manual, believes understanding equals manifestation, approaches frequency as mechanical problem, energy, desperate, contracted, analytical Daniel, understands radio as living system, knows tuning as state of being, treats radio as collaborative intelligence, approaches frequency as energetic dance, energy, calm, expansive, receptive, 30-day frequency, experiment, Maria's journey, day 17, intense technical investigation, day 8-15, increasing frustration, day 16 to 22, self-blame, deeper analysis, day 23 to 30, breakdown of previous approach, Daniel's journey, day 130, consistent gentle attunement, receives multiple unexpected transmissions, experiences effortless signal clarity, radiates increasing coherence, radio, as metaphor, not device, but consciousness interface, frequency, internal emotional state, tuning, nervous system recalibration, signal, vibrational match to desired reality. Quantum tuning techniques. 1. Emotional coherence meditation. 2. Embodied frequency visualization. 3. Nervous system recalibration protocol. 4. Quantum pause. 5. Resonance breath activation. Breakthrough moment. Maria's revelation. The radio doesn't work harder, it simply matches. Transmission decoded. Manifestation is not a pursuit, but a state of being. Quantum breath, the living manifestation algorithm. Breathe as quantum mechanism. Physiological dynamics. 20,000 daily wave particle collapses. Oxygen, potential becoming form. Cellular transformation, continuous quantum event. Breath, living manifestation technology. Spiritual traditions. Breath archetypes. Ruach, spirit wind. Pneuma, animating principle. Prana, life force. Chi, energetic current quantum. Breath mechanics, wave particle collapse. Sequence. 1. Potential. 2. Observation. Collapse 3. Fart manifestation. 5. Release conscious breathing protocols timeline. Shifting breathwork. Coherence, frequency breath. Quantum pause. Technique. Nervous system. Recalibration, rhythm, manifestation resonance sequence. Embodiment transmission. Breath as quantum instrument. Not just physiological process, living manifestation technology. Moment-to-moment reality generation. Conscious choice point 20,000. Daily manifestations. Practical activation. Each breath, mini manifestation laboratory. Nervous system as quantum computer. Intention plus breath. Reality. Sculpting profound insight. Your breath is not breathing you. You are breathing reality into existence. Quantum timeline. Divergence. The parallel. 24-hour reality's misaligned timeline. Survival frequency. You wake before consciousness fully arrives. Nervous system already firing threat responses. Phone in hand before first breath. Scrolling social media's curated despair. Comparing your unseen struggles against polished highlight reels. Cortisol flooding. Muscles tight. Breath shallow. The morning feels like combat. Every task requires massive internal negotiation. Emails look like potential landmines. Conversations feel like potential confrontations. Money seems scarce, opportunities distant. Time feels like a predator constantly chasing you. Unconscious patterns. Apologizing before speaking. Justifying your existence. Performing worthiness. Managing others' potential judgments. Shrinking to avoid potential conflict. Energetic signature. Contraction. Scarcity. Survival. Aligned timeline. Quantum cooperation. You wake and your nervous system knows you are safe. Breath comes naturally, expansive, body relaxed, aware. Reality feels like a collaborative dance, not a battlefield. Morning unfolds. Synchronicities appear effortlessly. Conversations feel like revelations. Opportunities emerge without hunting. Money moves like water, fluid and responsive. Time expands, becomes malleable. Unconscious patterns. Trusting your intuition. Knowing your inherent worth. Radiating instead of performing. Attracting aligned interactions. Expanding without apology. Energetic signature. Expansion. Abundance. Emergence. Quantum transmission. The only difference? Your internal frequency. Not circumstances. Not luck. Your chosen state of being. Quantum manifestation. The childhood frequency decoded childhood quantum operating system. Brainwave mechanics. Theta state. 4-7 Hz. Pure potential access. Unfiltered manifestation channel. Zero logical interference. Manifestation architecture. Belief dynamics. No proof required. Imagination. Reality. Instant materialization. Zero self-doubt. Mechanism. Trauma-free frequency. Societal manifestation. Disruption conditioning. Layers. Educational system. Logic override. Trauma. Responses. Survival mechanisms. Cultural skepticism. Frequency blockers. Performance expectations. Energetic contraction. Logical mind. Dominance. Quantum gateway closure. Adult quantum recalibration. Restoration. Protocols. Theta wave reactivation practices. Nervous system reprogramming. Belief. Architecture reconstruction. trauma-informed frequency alignment, integrated manifestation, intelligence, quantum re-emergence. Techniques. 1. Childlike curiosity meditation. 2. Belief deconstruction protocol. Nervous system quantum repatterning. 4. Imagination restoration practice. 5. Frequency coherence breathwork. Key transmission. Manifestation is not a lost skill. It's a frequency you've been conditioned to forget, waiting to be remembered. Quantum prophecy. 30-day frequency activation timeline transmission. Prophetic sequence. Quantum probability mapping. Prophecy. 1. 72-hour activation. Window mechanism. Frequency resonance. Recalibration. Prophecy. Within 72 hours of stabilizing this transmission, a figure from your past will emerge carrying an unexpected opportunity aligned with your quantum trajectory. Quantum signature. Unresolved potential energy. Collapsed timeline intersection. Vibrational match activation. Recognition protocol. Unexpected communication channel. Seemingly random contact. Opportunity feels both surprising and inevitable. Embodiment instruction. Receive without explanation. No interrogation. Pure quantum acceptance. Prophecy 2. Week 2. Financial recalibration mechanism. Abundance frequency collapse. Prophecy. Before day 14, unexpected financial quantum will materialize from forgotten to overlooked source. Not as luck, but as frequency matching. Quantum signature. Dormant potential energy. Instantaneous value transfer. Vibrational wealth alignment recognition protocol. Unexpected deposit. Refund return credit. Synchronistic monetary appearance embodiment instruction. Zero resistance. Pure gratitude. Prophecy 3. Day 21. Closed door. Reopening mechanism. Quantum potential reactivation. Prophecy. Before day 21, a previously closed opportunity, chart connection pathway will reopen, not through effort, but through frequency realignment. Quantum signature. Potential energy suspension. Timeline recalibration. Vibrational gateway reopening recognition. Protocol. Unexpected communication. Renewed interest. Synchronistic reconnection. Embodiment. Instruction. Neutral reception. No explanation required. Prophecy 4 to 7. Quantum instruction. Document. Screenshot. Witness. The prophecy is already happening. And here's the thing about quantum prophecy. It's not prediction, it's recognition. What we've decoded today isn't just information. It's a vibrational recalibration of your entire nervous system. A complete rewiring of how reality responds to your frequency. To support this transmission, we've created the Quantum Identity Shift Guide, a precise energetic blueprint designed to stabilize your new frequency. It's more than a PDF. It's a quantum transmission that will continue activating your timeline collapse mechanism long after you've closed the document. Inside, you'll find the exact neurological repatterning protocols, frequency alignment practices, and embodiment techniques that transform this understanding from concept to lived reality. If this transmission resonated at your core, if you felt something shift beneath the words, subscribe to this channel. We're not here to give you content. We're here to collapse timelines together. Every video is a frequency recalibration, not just information. Hit that notification bell, not to consume, but to continue this quantum journey. Leave a comment below with, "I collapse, not chase," not for the algorithm, but as an energetic signature of your commitment. Your future self is not waiting. It's pulling you forward right now. And the moment you stop trying to make it happen and simply allow the collapse, everything changes faster than logic can track. This isn't motivation. This is physics. The timeline is already here, you're just catching up to what's already true.